Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We warmly welcome you all to this momentous occasion, a significant event in the celebrations marking 50 remarkable years of our institution. As we look back on this journey, we celebrate not just the years gone by, but the values of learning, growth, and innovation that continue to guide us.
Over the years, our institution has stood as a beacon of knowledge, shaping countless lives, nurturing talent, and fostering a community driven by the pursuit of excellence. From humble beginnings, SCMS Group of Educational Institutions have grown into a distinguished institution that continually strives to elevate educational standards. On the occasion of our Golden Jubilee celebrations, we are honored to host the 6th Dr. Pradeep P. Thevenur Commemorative Annual Lecture Series by eminent personalities whose wisdom and achievements resonate deeply with our legacy and aspirations.
As we celebrate this golden milestone, let us not only reflect on the remarkable journey so far, but also look ahead with renewed enthusiasm and a shared determination to continue inspiring excellence in the years to come. On behalf of the SCMS family, I, Dr. Devika,
And I, Ms. Anjali A.
welcome each and every one of you to the Dr. Pradeep P. Thevenur Commemorative Annual Lecture Series. Let us begin this auspicious occasion by seeking Almighty's blessings. Over to Mr. Jeffrey Johnson, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, SCMS School of Technology and Management, for the prayer.
Kabak pave, ma kaschit dukkha bhag pave, ma kaschit dukkha bhag pave.
Please be seated. This milestone of 50 years of legacy in academic excellence began as a journey filled with challenges and perseverance. From humble beginnings to current success, it has been achieved by overcoming obstacles, seizing opportunities, reinforcing quality, and upholding integrity and teamwork. We invite you to watch a video that tells the story of our institution's journey.
SCMS Group owes its incredible journey to one person, Dr. G.P.C. Nair, the man with the vision who built this powerhouse educational brand from the flash of an idea and through years of struggle. What began as an institute that offered a correspondence course in journalism and public relations, SCMS has grown to be a prestigious cluster of highly acclaimed institutions renowned for delivering top-tier education. What makes SCMS distinctive is the key role it played in advancing the self-financing education sector and expanding access to professional education. Of course, it was not easy. To make a difference in the education scene in Kerala, Dr. G.P.C. Nair had to overcome countless challenges. Yet, determined and resilient, he strode ahead. SCMS Cochin School of Business has been at the forefront of management education since 1992, igniting minds to create inspiring success stories. The flagship postgraduate diploma in management program develops future-ready leaders with strong industry connections and practical insights. The institution also offers the fellow program in management, designed to empower scholars to contribute to cutting-edge research. SCMS Cochin remains committed to shaping innovative leaders and driving meaningful change in the world of business. Started in 2001 under Mahatma Gandhi University, SCMS School of Engineering and Technology is a pioneering self-financing engineering college. With a vision of providing innovative education and research for shaping techno leaders, SSET offers a range of technical programs. At SSET, excellence meets innovation to shape the future of technology. Since 2003, SCMS School of Technology and Management has been a proud member of the SCMS Group, offering multidisciplinary education and research in management, computer applications, biotechnology, psychology, and commerce. Affiliated with Mahatma Gandhi University, Kerala, SSTM is home to a research center for PhD studies in management, driving social transformation through knowledge. SCMS School of Architecture, established in 2014, is dedicated to synergizing design aesthetics and sustainability. The carefully designed B-ARC curriculum provides a comprehensive study of design, construction, and sustainable urban development, equipping future architects to craft innovative architectural solutions. At SCMS School of Architecture, creativity meets sustainability to shape the world of tomorrow. At SCMS Polytechnic, established in 2016, we are committed to delivering best quality education while shaping students into socially responsible leaders. Offering diploma programs in mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, civil engineering, automobile engineering, and computer engineering, SCMS Polytechnic equips students with skills and expertise to a self-sustaining nation. Since its inception in 2010, SCMS Water Institute is committed to addressing critical environmental challenges related to water. SCMS Water Institute is working towards a sustainable future with secure water for all. Founded in 2023, SCMS Institute for Road Safety and Transportation is driven by a clear vision. Your safety on the road is our mission. The Institute is committed to promoting road safety through innovative education, research, and initiatives aimed at creating safer transportation for all. At SCMS Institute for Road Safety and Transportation, we empower individuals to prioritize safe road practices.
Today, we have a new beginning, a new start to listening and getting inspired by the people who have explored the unexplored, paved the untrodden path to success. To bear witness and share in the joy of the moment, we have with us eminent dignitaries. To accord a warm welcome to all the distinguished guests present here, to Dr. Pradeep P. Tevanur Commemorative Annual Lecture Series, we invite Dr. Radha Tevanur, Vice Chairman, SCMS Group of Educational Institutions, to do the honors. Ma'am, please.
Good morning. Our Chairman, G.P. Nair, sir, Executive Director and Managing Trustee, Pramod, sir, Chief Guests of the Day, Venugopal C. Govind, sir, and Mr. Nawaz Miran. If I call Nawaz, sir, I don't know if he'll agree with me, so I'm calling you Mr. Nawaz Miran. All our special invitees and dear colleagues. We are all witnessing a great moment today of celebrating our Golden Jubilee celebration, 50th year Golden Jubilee celebration of SCMS Group. And what a paradox when we are also having a commemorative lecture series of our Pradeep sir. I was also part of this arrangement and everything, but it didn't strike me then. But while planning to talk to all of you, to welcome all of you, I decided on the same platform we have two events, one of celebration and one of commemoration. We saw the video of SCMS since its infancy. Our chairman, G.P. Nair, sir, he has been a man of grit, I would say, of determination. To bring an institution of this in a state in Kerala, leaving aside his wonderful job, not succumbing to any of the hurdles that came by, not agreeing to or listening to the negative vibes that we say now. Somebody starting from a village, from Tevanur. Even today, if you ask Chairman Sir where Tevanur is, he would say it is next to New York City. None of us agree, or not, all of us, none of us can agree. But that is where he imagines Tevanur as. From there, it is a remote village. Even today, if there are villages in Kerala, I would say one such village is Tevanur. For somebody to start from there and start an institution here in Cochin, to sustain it for 50 years is no joke. Many people start and then close. The determination, the perseverance, the patience, the lessons that he has given us, the next generation, on the patience of how to remain calm when issues would be galore, to start and sustain an organization, echoes even today. Sir is watching all of us from his home, and simultaneously we have Pradeep sir's commemorative lecture, annual lecture. Had Sir been alive, he would have been 58 years today. So 50 years of SCMS and 58 years of a person. Wasn't there a common thread that went through these two? Yes, it did. Pradeep sir also lived, breathed, lived. Every day, every conversation was of SCMS. Those of us, many of us who are here, who knows Pradeep sir, would agree there was nothing trivial for him. Everything was taken seriously. There was nothing silly or simple. Anything that he did was taken with a lot of seriousness and in depth. He would study in depth to the extent that we didn't even leave let a glance on the file that he was managing. So what better way than to have such eminent personalities to talk to us, who can integrate these two, our 50th anniversary as well as the commemorative lecture series. We can never find anybody more fitting than the two guests that we have today. Venugopal C. Govind sir has been always our mentor, our well-wisher, a guru, I would say, all these years. I'm sure sir will have more stories and more things to talk. And here we do not have students here. Here we have somebody so humble, I would say, to come and talk to us, my colleagues, to everybody at SCMS. Sir, a very, very warm welcome to you. Mr. Nawaz Miran, Chairman Miran Group, is also a very close friend of ours. Somebody who knew Pradeep sir, both of them who knew Pradeep sir and SCMS so well, and somebody who has started new initiatives. Here we know, though it is not a talk for students, but we can realize that there is scope, even scope for anybody at any time. He has ventured into areas that maybe a normal person, somebody, a Keralite, wouldn't have thought about. And to give us to provide a keynote speaker, we did not have to blink an eye than to invite Mr. Nawaz Miran. Nawaz Miran, a warm welcome. Today is our Founders' Day as well. And it is our Chairman Sir's birthday. Can we all sing happy birthday to Chairman Sir? Can we all stand up and sing happy birthday? Because anyway, Sir is watching, Sir is listening. Do I start? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much. And yes, I have my colleagues, Dr. Indu Nair, our Registrar and Group Director, Dr. Praveen Sal CJ, Group Director SCMS Group, Dr. Baiju Radhakrishnan, Group Director, other Group Directors, and faculty colleagues, a very, very warm welcome. Let us learn from these two eminent personalities and let us have this 50th, rather Golden Jubilee celebrations, a true memorable event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Dr. Pradeep P. Tevenur, a visionary, affable, yet firm disciplinarian, and an able administrator, was a vice chairman of SCMS Group of Educational Institutions and an executive member of the Self-Financing Engineering College Management Association. He is fondly remembered for his unwavering commitment to work. His astute leadership, keen eye for innovation, and encouragement of young minds have earned SCMS significant recognition in the field of research and development. To introduce the Dr. Pradeep P. Tevenur Commemorative Annual Lecture Series and provide further insights into its significance, we are delighted to invite Dr. Baiju Radhakrishnan, Group Director, the SCMS Group of Educational Institutions. Sir, please.
Respected Chairman, Dr. GPC Nair, sir. Honorable Sri Venugopal C. Govind, sir. Dear Nawaz Miran, sir. Executive Trustee and Managing Director of SCMS Group, Professor Pramod P. Tevenur. Vice Chairman, Dr. Radha Tevenur. Group Director and Registrar, Dr. Indu Nair, Group Directors, Dr. C.J. Praveen Sal, Dr. Praveena, and Mr. Pratik Nair, distinguished guests, friends, colleagues, and students. Good morning. We are here today for the 6th annual lecture in commemoration of Dr. Pradeep P. Thevenur. Commemoration is not an act of looking back alone, but a commitment to carry the past into the future. Dr. Pradeep P. Thevenur was the Vice Chairman of SCMS Group of Educational Institutions. He was a visionary leader and an enduring source of inspiration for all of us. Endowed with fertile imagination and untiring energy, he possessed a rare clarity of purpose to take the SCMS Group to greater heights of quality, relevance, and excellence in higher education. He played a pioneering role in establishing the country's first internationally recognized water institute in the private sector, the SCMS Water Institute, and was the principal force behind the prestigious Indo-German Water Partnership. These initiatives not only strengthened SCMS institutionally, but positioned it as a contributor to globally relevant knowledge and socially meaningful research. Through his work, Dr. Pradeep left an indelible mark on higher education landscape of Kerala. Dr. Pradeep's life was one of selfless dedication. He gave more than himself to a larger purpose, to the institution, to his family, and to society at large. At this juncture, I invite you to view a brief video that captures his remarkable journey and the values he lived by.
Dr. Pradeep P. Thevenur, educationalist, entrepreneur, leader, and a visionary. That was Dr. Pradeep Thevenur. He was born in 1968 to Mrs. Sarasama Nair and Dr. G.P.C. Nair. He spent his childhood in Kochi, and his travel for learning took him places from Kochi to the United States. An alumni of Kerala University and Oklahoma City University, he had joined SCMS Group of Institutions in the early stages of its growth as its vice chairman and guided the destiny of the group, working closely with his mentor, father, Dr. G.P.C. Nair. He had varied intense interests in engineering, biotechnology, and management. He looked at the people and environment around him to devise the learning programs and was keen on developing research to fill the intellectual gap in problems in the society he lived. As a result, the group came out as pioneers in many socio-centric research and development, which led to the development of NEERA, biofuel, and establishment of the Water Institute. A person who has always strived for quality and excellence in life. A person who believed in getting what he wanted through hardcore professionalism. A man of dreams who accomplished his dreams, who believed that nothing happens unless first a dream. traveled widely and has established professional connections with industry and academia globally. He had elaborate personal network with the corporate, socio-political, and diplomatic titans and establishments nationally and internationally. This facilitated SCMS becoming the institution with the largest number of academic and research tie-up with German universities and industry among Indian academia. A son who carried the legacy and pride. A brother who was more than a friend and a mentor. A husband who was embodiment of care and affection. A father who was a perfect role model and solace. He was full of love and commitment. A friend who shared all the joys and sorrows and was always a shoulder to cry on. A colleague who was more than an inspiration for his employees. He was full of energy and enthusiasm. On the 17th of November 2014, he left us for heavenly abode. The firebird flew away, yet his spirit burns with us. He soared high on the wings of love and humility. He lit up our lives with vision and charisma. The fire in his belly took us to newer horizons. Now he is the inextinguishable fire within us. Our Shraddhanjali to a great visionary.
Dr. Pradeep left us on 17 November 2014 for heavenly abode. We have since last 10 years instituted an international level innovation award, Dr. Pradeep P. Tevenur Innovation Awards, to identify and recognize innovative ideas among college and high school students, wherein more than 3,000 competitors from all over the country and abroad participate annually. Further strengthening this legacy, the Dr. Pradeep P. Tevenur Commemorative Annual Lecture Series was launched in the year 2019. The first of the series of annual lectures was delivered by the then Honorable Governor of Kerala, Honorable Mr. Justice Sadashivam, on the 12th of January 2019, on Youth, the Architects of the Future. And the second edition of the lecture series was delivered by Honorable Judge of High Court of Kerala, Mr. Justice Devan Ramachandran, on the rule of law. The third in the series was delivered by Dr. Subramaniam Swamy on prospects of India being a developed economy on the 23rd January 2023. The fourth commemorative lecture was delivered by Sri Shibu Baby John on Innovation and Entrepreneurship on 23rd January 2024. In 2025, the fifth commemorative lecture was delivered by Sri Palanivel Tyagarajan, Honorable Minister for Information and Technology and Digital Services, Government of Tamil Nadu, on technology-enabled social change. Today, the sixth Dr. Pradeep P. Tevenur commemorative annual lecture in memory of our beloved Dr. Pradeep is being delivered by Sri Nawaz Meeran, Chairman, the Group Meeran. Let us approach this commemorative lecture with a sense of gratitude, curiosity, and commitment to carry forward the lessons learned. May the wisdom shared today inspire us to strive for excellence, embrace diversity, and contribute to the ongoing narrative of progress and growth. We reaffirm our respect for the legacy we commemorate today and our shared commitment to preserve its values. May this moment of remembrance endure beyond this gathering and find expressions in our lives. Further, we hope these lectures will stimulate debate and discussions on various socially relevant themes for an effective nation building. Thank you all for being part of this meaningful occasion today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are honored to have with us today Sri Venugopal C. Govind, CA, Chairman, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, a distinguished chartered accountant and senior leader in the profession with decades of experience across industry, governance, and academia, and a valued well-wisher of our institution. To provide a more comprehensive introduction to our distinguished guest, we invite Dr. Praveena K., Group Director, SCMS Group of Educational Institutions. Ma'am, please.
Good morning, everyone. It's indeed a proud moment for all of us as we witness a significant milestone in our SCMS group celebrating our Golden Jubilee celebrations. And we have a distinguished person with us, Mr. Venugopal C. Govind. As mentioned, we don't need a formal introduction about Sir, as he is always a part of our family. But yet, on an official note, as the MC have already told, he is a senior chartered accountant and has been a partner of Varma and Varma Kochi. Presently, he is a chairman of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Group of Institutions and has been a director on the boards of various public and private sector companies. He has also been a senior faculty and member in the managing academic councils, advisory boards of various management, engineering, and other educational institutions. Also served as president, chairman of various chambers of commerce, trade bodies, on several advisory committees, boards of government on industry, infrastructure, and taxation. He was awarded the Millennium 2000 Management Leadership Award by the Kerala Management Association for his significant contribution to business, industry, and management in Kerala. Sir was mentioning, he knew Chairman Sir well before he started SCMS, right from the Chairman Sir's TCC days. And to add to that, he was also a teacher to Chairman Sir in SMS CUSAT. And from there on, Sir has been a silent pillar of strength for 3 generations of our SCMS group. Sir is yet to turn down any request at any point of time from our group and has always been there to guide us on the right path. As we celebrate our 50 years, Sir was the only choice for us to speak about Chairman Sir as well as our journey of the 50 years, because he has been throughout before the SCMS and right now when we celebrate a significant milestone. So, Sir, it's with proud and honor I invite you to address the gathering. Thank you, Sir.
Namaste. Good morning and a bright day to all of you. Respected Chair, Madam Radha Tevenur, my good friend Pramod, my young friend, almost my son to me, Nawaz Meeran, Madam Indu Nair, Dr. Baiju Radhakrishnan, Dr. Praveen Sir, Madam Dr. Praveena, all distinguished invitees, dear students, respected faculty members, friends. Let me at the very outset join you all in paying my homage to the memory of our dear, dear young friend who lost his life by the call of the Almighty at a very premature time of his life, at a young age, and whom we all miss so very, very badly now, as much as all the family members also do miss him beyond words. Let's all pray that his noble soul may rest in eternal peace. Let's once again join in celebrating the birthday of my very, very good friend Dr. G.P.C. Nair. How much we would all have wished to have him here with us, but doesn't matter. He is there, fairly healthy at his age of 88. Today his 88th birthday, to be precise. And he's watching these proceedings and all, I'm sure, with a lot of interest. A man who lived his life to the full extent possible. A mixed life of success, happiness, failures at times, revival, renaissance, challenges, opportunities, growth, whatnot. He has been truly a remarkable person in the Kerala's horizon. In many fields, we'll come to that. So let's once again wish him a very, very happy birthday. And probably, as God would wish, many more years of fairly good health, long life, as we should always pray for. It's a matter of great delight for me always to be in this institution. SCMS has been very, very close to my heart for many, many reasons. I refuse to be named the chief guest this day. I am a very integral part of this institution. I am not a guest at all. So we would make Nawaz Miran the chief guest and the only guest now in the days. I say this because morally, emotionally, intellectually, in every respect, I feel so attached to this institution. They call me the patron of their finance forum, but I've been always their well-wisher in every respect. I've looked at this institution with awe and inspiration, how they have grown step by step, stone by stone, brick by brick, and reached this tremendous level of excellence. We celebrate the 80th birthday of G.P.C. Nair. We also celebrate the 50th Golden Jubilee of SCMS as we pay our homage on our commemoration day for Dr. Pradeep Devanur. It's just a miracle this institution has come to this stature and this level. While this is a great institution, undoubtedly, it has come to be established so beautifully well in Kerala in every respect, accepted. There is a greater institution, which is the mother of this institution, and the institution of this institution, that I would say is G.P.C. Nair. So we are talking about both the institution now. Which has priority? Unable to say. Both go hand in hand. How this institution came to be dreamt of, how this institution came to be planned, how this institution was built, how this institution grew is beyond words. I knew G.P.C. Nair for more than 50 years, undoubtedly. I think it must be in the early 70s, so I would have met him. At the instance of M.K.K. Nair. Apart from what I am as a professional, I would have been anyway a professional, a chartered accountant dealing with accountancy, auditing, finance, taxation and all that. But apart from what I am as a finance professional, what I am today, truly I owe everything to MKK Nair. Because at a very young age of 22 or 23, when I met MKK, as auditor of FACT and he was chairman of MD. And he was again a great institution. Perhaps he was an institution, not just to me alone, even perhaps for GPC Nair also. Several management conferences, management seminars, programs and all were organized at his behest. School of Management Studies was started by MKK Nair in the building owned by FACT very close to where Apollo Tires is now located. And MV Paili, Dr. Paili was brought in from Delhi by him to be the first director. And some of us were compulsorily inducted into the first board of management and the first faculty of that evening courses he started in postgraduate education. He himself used to come and take lessons sometimes. And we were regulars, Paili, Palpoth and myself, Kannappan of Travancore Rayons, Hari Jairam of Indian Aluminum Company, S.K. Warrior of Indian Aluminum, George Stefanos, about half a dozen of us. We were handling classes for first PGDM, then MBA for about close to 8 to 10 years in that. In the process, while we were setting up, we were reviving Kerala Management Association, also started in 1957 but almost dead. MKK wanted to revive that also. So inducted again some of us into reviving KMMA. Those days Paili was there, Paul Pothan was there, I was there. And together the Kerala Management Association on one side and the School of Management Studies on the other side, and management programs, in-house management programs in several industries initiated by MKK. He will send us in batches. We have gone up to Gujarat and Jaipur and many institutions and conducted classes on management in those days. One of the major classes we used to take, I used to handle, was on Payment of Bonus Act, labor laws. Those days, in 1965, Payment of Bonus Act was introduced, and Kerala was in the midst of a very bad labor trouble. And bonus was a bone of contention, because Bonus Act had sealed the bonus payment at 20% maximum, another 20% to be carried over for another 5 years to be set on, if there are profits. But at that point of time, companies like Premier Tires or Tata Oil Mills and all were paying 30% bonus, 40% bonus, 60% bonus, and employees will never accept that. So MKK started a series of lectures on Bonus Act, how it should be implemented and how both employers and employees must accept 20% as the limit. And some of us, 1, 2, 3 of us used to go to industry after industry and talk about Gopala Pillai, who later became CMD, and SCS Menon. They were all students. George, those days, AC George, you know. And GPC, as a personal manager of Travancore Cochin Chemical Society, TCC at that time was a very live figure. It is there I met him, very young, very dynamic young professional, a personal manager. Our personal relationship grew very much. I was one of the founder members of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Cochin. That's why I continue even today as its chairman. And in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, we had started the Rajendra Prasad Institute of Public Relations. And the first person whom we invited to deliver the lectures in the evening classes and all that was JPC Nair. So closely about 1.5 to 2 years, he used to handle classes for public relations, journalism, communications and all that in that institute. Rajendra Prasad Institute, set up by Bharatiya Bhavan, Mumbai, Bombay, and we had a branch here. And we used to closely interact at those time on, and he was very brilliant, very practical. His classes were very lively also. Perhaps, you know, taking interest from that, the interest to be a teacher, the interest to be an educator must have formed in his mind at that point of time. Then somehow Bombay closed that institute and we also had to close it. Subsequently they revived and GPC left on it. He was on his own. Somewhere in his mind he wanted to be a teacher and an educator. And his main area of focus was public relations. And he was thinking either he must start a full-time management institute even those days on public relations, or an evening course on public relations, or perhaps a correspondence course on public relations. He used to discuss with some of us and all that. So he said how it can run and all that, we are not too sure. We are not too sure whether a course can run on public relations. But it was in his mind, deep in his mind. So he finally decided that it has got to be a correspondence course. And he had one or two of his fellow members in the Institute of Personal Management who were also engaged in taking classes. They all said we'll all join. But GPC was very serious and wanted to go ahead with that. They started developing cold feet. They said, we are not too sure whether this will be all right. They all left. They left him because GPC wanted 3 subjects, not public relations alone, public relations, communications, journalism, and advertisement. So he said, 3 of us, I will take public relations, you take the others and all that. And GP said, let us write notes first. We must compile notes, voluminous notes for the 1-year or 2-year program has envisaged. And then when all the notes are ready, when the program material is ready, we will launch this. And they were asked to write the notes for all that, but none of them had the time nor had the knowledge enough, perhaps experience and all that. They backed out. Imagine at that point of time, GPC taking it upon himself to write all the notes. 35 to 37,000 pages of notes, GPC note for all the 3 subjects by himself. Nearly over a 1-year period. Finished all the 37 notes and then he launched his institute on public relations. I used to wonder those days. He used to tell me he used to sleep at 10:30, 11 o'clock in the night and get up at early 5:30, 6 in the morning. He changed his schedule. To write up this note, he used to go to bed at 7:30 or 8 p.m. 8 p.m. he will go to bed and he will get up at 2 a.m. in the night and then start writing. Because there's fresh time in the morning, he will rise. How is it possible? How can you get sleep at 8 p.m. I used to ask. I used to study, learn or read and all that with professional subject up to 11 p.m., 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. sometimes and then go to bed. Okay, then even then 10, 15, 20 minutes I get to sleep. Then I will sleep. How you go to bed at 8 a.m., 8 p.m. and sleep? He has scheduled like that and he wrote all that. And that made him, the correspondence course was hugely successful. Thousands of people joined all over. That was the beginning. From there onwards, he thought that nothing can fail. It's a huge success. Out of that, he perhaps started his own institute. That was the inspiration for that. Several lessons to be learned from GPC's life. One, the character in him, integrity in him, the steadfast belief in himself, self-confidence in himself, commitment to whatever he takes, passion for what he wants to achieve, never say die attitude, never fail attitude, always feeling that I can, and continuously wanting to upgrade and go up and up and up, never wanting to put any bar or any limits for anything. Dream, achieve, succeed. Failures will be there, impediments will be there, bottlenecks will be there. Surmount it, get over that. Willpower is there. We all believe in Almighty. I too believe in Almighty. My wife used to ask me, where are you going now? When will you get back? I said, don't ask me when will I get back. Because I don't know when will I get back. I may not know. No, even today I'll reach back home. We never feel that we will arrive. Okay, I may not reach home at all. We say it's all in the hands of the Almighty, but GPC didn't believe in that kind of an Almighty. GPC was not a non-believer. I would not say he was an atheist like Jawaharlal Nehru and all that. He believed in some superior power, but he doesn't believe like God and all that, who is in the temple, whom we should go and worship and all that, and want to pray for success, for everything, for oneself, ours, others and all that. No. For him, as the ultimate Vedanta says, as Adi Shankara says, God is within us. God is within you. If you have belief in you, you are it. You are it. You can succeed if you have confidence in you. The God is within you, you will achieve what you want. He believed in that, he worked on that. That is the unmatched characteristics or trait which we should pay tribute and which helped him to scale several heights. You look at his life is really very strange. How one can that be? He could have been many things. He is an educationist par excellence, you know. He is a manager par excellence, you know. He is a leader par excellence, you know. He is an institution builder par excellence, you know. And he has established many institutions, not one. We'll come to that. And one after the other, success, he always goes after success and he wins success. There's no failure in him. You may slip once, but he doesn't accept it as a failure. So that kind of a person, but he had several failures, as he has himself described. He has several failures. He could have been an industrialist. He could have been an industrialist. At some point in life, when he was hardly 40, 42, 43, he wanted to start his own industry because he saw industries are all struggling to come up, startups struggling to come up, industrial atmosphere not ideal in Kerala. Many are feeling, why should I not start up something? So even when he had his leg in education in one sector, he had this institution already set up in 1976. We are celebrating the Golden Jubilee. And it has started moving around when he had to spend such a lot of time and all. He started setting windows industry. He started a heavy steel fabrication unit, Steel Tech as it is called, in 1981 or so. He invested about 15-16 lakhs of rupees at that point of time. A line he did not know at all. We were wondering at that time. Once or twice I met him in aircraft. I said, what is the order you do in GPC? I said, I'll succeed. I'll make it. 15-16 lakhs of rupees on a heavy fabrication unit, miserably failed. At every point of time, he had only hurdles and hurdles. He knew what industry is all about at that time. You think of many times you have to go and fall at the feet of many, many people. You have got to many things done by bribing, underway, many things done. He is not for all that. With his principles, this is values, this is belief in norms and all that. He never know how to go out of the way like that to do anything at all. And that finally saw that the whole concept, 1.5 years, 2 years, he went after that. Somewhere he has written that if 16 lakhs of rupees, those days would have been 35 crores. When he mentioned about that much later, but all vanished like that. But then the business spirit in him did not, go away like that. He wanted to be a businessman. He thought he will succeed in business. When this unit already started, working on that, his correspondence course and education is already started giving a lot of money and all that. He was earning well. Why could he not be satisfied with that? Or he wanted to be an educationist. That was his dream. Why did he want to be an educationist? He started a school first. School. What was first a school? School of Mass Communication Studies, as was in Columbus area somewhere it had. Then it started, moved to Cochin University Post Office. I visited all these offices. I have been there. Cochin University Post Office is the address there. It got him into some confusion later. He got out of all that. When in the school, probably I thought his father was a school teacher. Later I learned. So Gopinathan Unnithan, his father. That is GPC. Gopinathan Unnithan Pratap Chandra Nair is what GPC is all about. So his father was a school. He studied only up to 10th standard those days. He was born in a village in Tevanur and he studied only up to 7th standard in that school. There was no other school, so he started his own school. Father started his own school and ran that schools very successfully. GPC himself was a student in his father's school. But then after he passed out from 7th, there was no other school because those days only up to 7th you can run the school. Government insisted that from 8th standard it has got to be a government school, so his father handed over his school to the government. And he was happy about this, he handed over, because he was already a social leader at that time. He was a reformer. He was quite a leader. Janmi at that time in Tevanur. Probably, the father's passion for education and all that must have sown the seed for the education inclination in GPC. At the right time it came out. But his own education, he went to Valagam for his 10th standard school and all that. They went to University College Trivandrum. He took to BSc, imagine. He's a science graduate with zoology and botany as his subjects. And he would have gone into some education institution. He did join a college, NSS College, Pandaram. He was a lecturer for 1 year or so. He would have continued there. Probably he would have been a professor, registrar, vice chancellor and all that if he had been a teacher. But somewhere he thought that that's not his line also. Shifted. When he found it necessary, he shifted in that and then took the job of the public relations officer. Leaving the job of a lecturer, joined as a PRO in the government, worked for 1.5 years as a PRO in the government, then he joined as a public relations officer in the TCC. See how he has changed his track, how he wanted. When he joined TCC only, perhaps this public relations was seeing management associations and MKK. Those days, MKK himself was a director on the board of TCC. So I'm sure he would have inspired. If he could have inspired me, who was only his auditor, he would have inspired probably. Many has inspired and instilled in them, the need to work on the management. So he must have thought. Well, he started the education. But as I said, even when his education pursuits was going successfully, his business, one unit failed. He didn't stop at that. Then he wanted to be a contractor. He started, looking for a contract business in reeds. Can you imagine? Reeds, the raw material for newsprint. He knew nothing about contract. He knew nothing about forest. He knew nothing about reeds. He knew nothing about newsprint. But he decided to be a contractor. Invested a lot of money. And then became a contractor and took an order for 5,000 tons or so from Hindustan newsprint and started getting reeds from forest and then supplying them and all that. Because he knew nothing about it. He failed and failed miserably there also. He could never be a contractor. The reason he says subsequently is that the reeds you buy, you see a raw form, it is wet. It has weight because of the water content in that. You transport that and bring it here, and then you dry it and supply it to the newsprint factory. What was 100 tons will become 30 tons when it gets dried, and you get value only for 30 tons from the newsprint. He buys 5,000 tons at that rate, and then he gets dried up, only 30% is sold. He is not able to make up the required margin and all that. And as a contractor, he had a lot of other problems. That business also failed. Then he knew that you have to concentrate on your core competence. Good lesson for him. We would all have stopped at that. We would have lost so much of money. Many things he lost, but it is, as I say, resilience. Made him grow. And then he decided he will focus entirely on education. He did concentrate on education. He's built up this institution. How much it has come up, you remember that, on those days. I know, I was because professor in Cochin University those days. In fact, I even requested him, why don't you join Cochin University and take classes one day? I told him he is quite competent in that. But then he decided that when he started his own school, he decided he wanted to pursue further. He's a BSc zoology graduate, working as a public relations in TCC, tried his hands in several businesses and all that, not succeeding, but successful in correspondence courses. I should go forward. You can't go forward in management education or in training in management, educator in management, unless you yourself know something about management education. He decided that. At the age of 40 plus, he joined as a student for the evening classes in Cochin University, Kerala University those days. 3 years, it was a PGDM program, diploma program those days, and it is there that he joined as my student. I often used to say in my class, GPC must come here and sit and take classes for you. I used to take on managerial finance, but he said, no, I have come to study about all aspects of management. He was a good student, very good student, I say, very regular also. Especially in my classes, he used to be very regular. He used to say that because you connect so many things with practical experience and all that I want to learn. It's precisely for that I have come. And the question and answer session used to be very lively with GPC as a student. They are all seniors those days, those days, those who have 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Someone who later became managing director of Colgate, Mr. Warrior was our student. Those days we had, those kinds of students, all outstanding people, much more brilliant than we as teachers or faculty are, and the interactive sessions very useful. Those 3 years must have been a lesson for him, not just learning from lecturers or faculty alone, but pure learning must also have helped him. And he got his PGDM from Kerala University. Much later, Kerala University became Cochin University of Science and Technology. Dr. Paili became Vice Chancellor. When Dr. Paili became Vice Chancellor, the degree was converted into MBA of the Cochin University. So he started MBA. We were giving our MBA then. And GPC had only PGDM. And he wanted to start at MBA also, perhaps. So he decided he wanted MBA degree also. So he went to Dr. Paili and told him, I want MBA degree. What do you do? You are now giving MBA degree, three-year course regular. I also completed my 3 years course. Give me MBA degree. Dr. Paili himself, he is asking me to give me MBA degree. What should I do? I said, he deserves it. He deserves it, you must give it. And Dr. Paili found a way out. No, I cannot give you because this is Cochin University of Science and Technology. You have studied diploma only in Kerala University. So you come and study here at least for 1 year under the MBA program. Fast track course, I will give you MBA degree. Would anyone have taken it up? He has his own school of management, or he has started on that. He has started daytime courses also, but he decided to join Cochin University also, and he took his MBA also. So he's a PGDM and plus MBA. Very rare. I don't think many have both. PGDM diploma plus regular MBA degree from Cochin University in Science and Technology. By the time he had become a master in all aspects of business management. And then he started this institution. He knew all about it. That is the success story of, GPC Nair, and the story behind SCMS also. SCMS never looked back after that. See his growth. 1976, this was there. 1991 or so, it converted into College of Business, regular College of Business with MBA degree. How many applications they used to get? They were very close to Cochin University. We were wondering at that time. We were even wondering in the Cochin University, we were thinking that he's becoming a competitor. Dr. Paili used to say that he is becoming your competitor. He is taking away several of our applications. Cochin University of Science and Technology has their MBA program. They will get their applications. Cochin University of Science and Technology, SCMS, called School of Management Studies, Cochin University Post Office. Alongside with that, GPC will also get hundreds of applications. Why should Cochin University bother about that? I used to say, we are getting already, for 120 seats or so, those days in Cochin University, we get 2,000 applications. Why should we bother about these applications? But somewhere Cochin University start that, no, he is taking away some more applications because he is using School of Communication and Management Studies, Cochin University Post Office. That is confusing with Cochin University. So those who want to apply to Cochin University may be applying to Cochin University School of Management Studies also, far too. So they try to block him on that, but I think the court case and all that is nothing doing. And GPC came out of that. And the School of Management Studies also by its own. Though it was a competitor, by its own it got established. The students also started getting good placements even in those days, and it grew. It became a regular college of business, no going back. Then only he thought of this engineering technology. He started the School of SSCT, as we call it, School of Engineering Technology, then the School of Technology and Management, then the School of Architecture. See the diversification, because the educationist in him saw that it is not only in MBA that the future lies. The student requires quality education. Engineering students are also getting ordinary educations. There were not many institutes of technology here in Kerala in those days, particularly in Kochi. It was the only institute of technology offering that kind of a Adi Shankara Institute of Technology, and all came much later. Rajagiri Institute of Engineering Technology, on which I am a board member, they all came much later. So he was a pioneer to all this kind of institutionalized engineering education. He started it, and it is also growing. And then he branched off into architecture. He found a niche and opportunity there also. School of Architecture also. He is doing extremely well now. And then into very, very many branches. School of Bioscience and Biotechnology, Research and Training. And then School of International Studies. See, bioscience and biotechnology for GPC to start is something. Engineering college, okay, many men can start. But thinking of a specialized institution for bioscience and biotechnology with the research and all that is something, probably his vision. He's a true visionary. He thought all these are very many essential subjects which could contribute, not to the development in the field of education alone, but perhaps, for the state and the nation itself. Then the Institute of Road Transport and Road Safety and Transportation came. That's also doing well. Very distinguished director, I'm told he is here with us, doing very well. I was told even this morning that institution is running very well. Road safety is a matter of great concern even today. I'm running 10 education institutions under Bhavans and Chinmaya. At least one student of ours, we have got 13,000 students in Bhavans and 5,700 students in Chinmaya. Out of 16,000 students, at least one student will get into some accident, road accident or the other every week. Even last week we had a very bad accident in Elamakkara, and the student is dying with 3 lacerations in liver. The student is still recuperating in Astromedicity. So this kind of a dangers take away very young life. So road safety is a very important area, perhaps the vision, and then started the Kerala Water Science. The industrial water, drinking water is safe for potable water, all an absolute shortage, and contamination water for research in water science. See, the areas which are so very important have all been identified. Whether he directly is involved or not, his initiative and his objective must have been there. And then the international MBA also, much needed today. Today we are inviting global universities to start their centers here, and the global MBA program along with this NK University, North Kentucky University in USA, they started this, global MBA program. All such programs which SCMS started one by one have a vision, have a roadmap, have a direction. So that is that goes so intertwined with the vision of GPC and I, undoubtedly. No doubt about it, this institution has many, many years to go ahead. GPC also, God willing, succession planning is very important, so beautifully done. We miss Pradeep very badly today, I know. If Pradeep were there, perhaps he would have given, much more initiative as initiated. That time when he passed away, he was setting up an institution in UK, gone far ahead with that. And also a campus in Bangalore. I think they have taken a campus, 5-6 acres of land still there. Still it is an opportunity. So many more opportunities are there. If he were there, probably he would have been strength, but it has been well taken care of. Madam Radha is doing exceedingly well. Pramod is carrying the legacy extremely well. Indu also supporting them all very well. Pratik, young man, coming up beautifully. And Nikita is here. When I told her, you also join at some point of time. So they have a good line in their family itself, but they are professional. They have never considered it as a family. It's a trust, always a trust, charitable trust for education only. And they have competent professional teachers, professors, managers. Keshav Nair was there. MC George was there. Many of the professionals have all helped them to grow, so this institution will definitely grow. But the legacy that will be left behind by GPC is there for everyone to continue, no doubt about that. The torch that has lifted, the mantle that he has kept high, will have to be taken up. I have no doubt about it. The next 50 years are going to be hugely challenging for SCMS. They shall not left the rest on the laurels of what GPC has done or what they have continued to do. I have no doubt about this institution has tremendous amount of growth potential in the field of education, engineering, technology. Think of anything which management in every field, sky is the limit for them to grow. At some point of time, GPC wanted this to be deemed to be university also. Why not? I don't know why it deserves to be a deemed to be university. They must pursue it with passion and convert it into deemed university. There are several examples also. My own good friend, let me tell you an example. My own good friend, one person called, I call him Vishwam. His name is Vishwanathan, G. Vishwanathan. Like GPC, he had also a dream. He was a dreamer. He wanted to set up an education institution. And he set up an institution called Vellore Institute of Technology in Vellore. A small institution. I used to go and take some classes there also in Vellore. A place like Vellore, not even in Chennai. And today, Vellore Institute of Technology has grown so far and wide. They have got 70 undergraduate programs, 58 post-graduation programs, 22 doctoral research programs, more than 700 faculties, close to 8,000 students. It's a university. And several branches and chapters all over India. And they have grown into, Vishwanathan is still living. He must be like GPC in his late 85, 87, 88. I'm 83. Both of them may be 4 or 5 years older, and it is growing and growing. This has the potential to grow to that extent. But of course, Tamil Nadu is a fertile soil. They allow institutions to grow. As Madam Radha said, it is not easy to set up anything in Kerala. 50 years to strive and succeed and grow in Kerala itself is also a matter of enormous success. In such perspicacity that they have grown, the sagacity and the tenacity that has been grown, unmatched, unparalleled, unequivocal. Therefore, I pay my respects to the institution of institution that GPC is and what he has founded today. I see a great future for this institution. It should come up in the lines of even Harvard, Cornell, Princeton, Wharton, Carnegie Mellon, all these. I've seen all these institutions. There is nothing very special in that. Nothing very special in that. They are all mainly people and people. Any institution will grow. Management education's purpose for certain will grow. If we keep up to, as we call the 4 Ps, both in management and education, very relevant. First is the purpose. It is well defined. The purpose is well defined. I think the next generation, as Radha has said, knows what the purpose is. To take the education to the highest level. To bring in transformative change in the educational. To educate as many young people as possible. Provide them employment opportunities in all respects. And instill new methodology systems and process and all that. So purpose is well defined. Next is people. How you get along with people. People is all about education or management, and they are very good at that. Because GPC subject itself is public relations, which means people relations only. So purpose and people are well defined. The third P is the purpose, the process which is employed. The process has to be clean, neat. It has got to be very, very ideally set. Objective must be set, roadmap clean, and best possible modern technology aided and all that. That process is also going on. And integrity and value system along with the process, which goes very well. And GPC has that. I remember somewhere reading that GPC was once approached when he was in the Janta party. He tried his hand in politics also, mind you. I had worked for him also in 1991. He stood in the Ernakulam Mandalam Lok Sabha elections against Professor K.V. Thomas. In 1984, when Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated and we had a tornado of support for Congress, he was also wiped away. But he used to take pride. He used to say that I got 8,600 votes on my own as a candidate. It's a matter of great pride for him. So he tried his hand there also in politics also, but fortunately for all of us, he did not succeed on that. But then when Subramanian Swamy was his leader, today also Subramanian Swamy is connected to this institution. When he was close to Subramanian Swamy, one of the contractors in Punjab approached him. The contractor approached him and he wanted a contract for 15 crores from Commerce Ministry, of which Subramanian Swamy was the leader. And if GPC could get him that contract, he will give 1 crore 50,000, 10%, 1 crore 50 lakhs to GPC. GPC was very much wanting funds at that time. He was setting up engineering college in Karukutti, he had no money for that. And how he had money is history, another history. 1 crore 50 lakhs he would have got just without knowing anything. But then values are very important. Integrity is important. He told him that, no, I'm not that kind of a person. I'm not a politician. Great difficulty, he sent him away. That is the process is also very important. Clean process of values and integrity, which every one of us have to follow in life. Most important, the last P is the performance. We don't have to say. GPC has performed brilliantly and shown us the light. And SCMS group of institutions are also performing exceedingly well. There is no reason why this institution should not grow from height to height in the years ahead. We all pray. We all pray for the long life of GPC. We all pray for everything best going forward for SCMS and all those who are behind and all the faculty and teachers. All the very best. God be with you. I believe in God. So God be with you. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for taking us down the memory lane and sharing your memorable interactions with our beloved chairman. Your stories have highlighted the inspiring facets of our chairman, and we are grateful for the insights you have shared from your personal experience. We are honored to have with us today Mr. Nawaz Miran, Chairman, Group Miran, a visionary industry leader with a strong legacy of executive and institutional leadership and a constant well-wisher of our institution. To present a more comprehensive profile of our distinguished guest, we now invite Dr. Praveen Sal CJ, Group Director, SCMS Group of Educational Institutions. Sir, please.
Good morning to all. Today, we are honored to have with us a leader whose journey truly reflects the spirit of entrepreneurship, innovation, and professional excellence. Mr. Nawaz Miran, Chairman of Group Miran, leads a legacy that traces its origin to a small trading store founded in Kochi in 1968, now transformed into a diversified global group. From the early days of Eastern Trading Company to the rise of Eastern Condiments as a trusted household brand, this remarkable journey has evolved into the multidimensional organization known today as Group Miran. Joining the family business in 1991, Mr. Nawaz took on the critical responsibility of transforming a family-run enterprise into a professionally managed, future-ready organization. With clarity of vision and decisive leadership, he introduced structured systems, embraced innovation, welcomed external expertise, and expanded the group into new business verticals, proving that tradition and modernity can grow hand in hand. Beyond the world of business, he also serves as the president of Kerala Football Association, where he actively promotes sports, youth engagement, and leadership across the state of Kerala. At the core of his philosophy, there lies a simple yet powerful belief: a business is truly successful only when it creates happiness, prosperity, and smiles for people. It is this vision and this inspiring journey from tradition to transformation that makes him a role model for entrepreneurs, leaders and young minds alike. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in warmly welcoming Mr. Nawaz Miran. Thank you.
Sri GPC Nair sir, very respected Venugopal C. Govind, other dignitaries on the dais, friends. Looks like a family gathering today. Me and Vijay, we studied in Tevra College. Venu sir's son, elder son, we studied in college together. My daughter and Pratik studied in Choice School together for how many years? For 12 years or so. They were classmates. It's like, for me, Pradeep was one person whom I always have felt like, the guy whom one can get into a dialogue, strike a dialogue. I always have seen Pradeep, we both are workaholic. My wife doesn't agree to that, but Pradeep had a lot of freedom. Both Pradeep and Pramod had a lot of freedom. And that freedom was reflected on their work, but also on another area, which is buying good cars. That freedom I didn't have from my parents. So one of the things which I still remember striking a good dialogue with Pradeep was that of, we make mattresses under the name Sunidra. And we started discussing about coconut, and then we used to, in my early journey of managing Eastern condiments, we sell coconut oil. We used to sell grated coconut, and then we buy coir for our rubberized coir mattress. So I had only 3-4 items that can be derived out of coconut. But after the discussion, I could make out that there was 16 of products that's been derived out of a small product like coconut. So that was the way in which he was thinking. His thinking was in depth, not like many of us who just does a peripheral journey on anything that we do. I'm sure that today's message which Venugopal uncle had given is meant for Pramod. He has to work hard, and that's been reflected on what all things GPC sir had gone through. But Pramod sir ini pani edukkanam ennalladana Venugopal sir parnadinte inner meaning. I thought it would have been a gathering of students also, but I could see a lot of faculty members here. Education sector is going through a lot of churn, especially after AI coming into picture. Faculties or teachers have now become enablers. Education is in the forefront of every student. Whoever wants to have anything and everything about the particular subject that he or she is pursuing doesn't have to look at a faculty for getting knowledge. It is all available in the internet world. So that is paving a lot of threat for the teaching community. When I say threat can always be an opportunity. I made a mistake in my school in Adimali by telling the parents that, if your kids want mark, don't send them here. If they want to grow as a individual, and if they want to contribute to society, and if they want to grow themselves as a professional or as an entrepreneur, this is the right place. ഇത് പറഞ്ഞതും 1300 കുട്ടികളുണ്ടായിരുന്ന എൻ്റെ സ്കൂൾ പെട്ടെന്ന് 800 ചുരുങ്ങി. അപ്പോൾ I started another one more thing. From the age of, from 5th standard onwards, I started teaching, making them learn robotics. അപ്പോൾ റോബോട്ടിക്സ് ഒക്കെ പഠിക്കുന്നു കുട്ടികൾ വളരെ സ്മാർട്ടായി. 8th സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡിലെ കുട്ടികളൊക്കെ റോബോട്ടിക്സിൻ്റെ കോമ്പറ്റീഷന് പോകുന്നു. They started winning prizes. So somebody from Kodamangalam Engineering College came to us. For 8th standardle kuttigal, the way in which they were performing on the robotic side, they were saying that our engineering college students they have not reached that level. അപ്പോൾ ചുരുക്കി പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ the time has come where we need to make, our students have to start thinking by themselves. We can't pursue them to think in our way. അവരുടെ തിങ്കിങ്ങിനെ നമ്മൾ, how can we make them original thinkers? Because end of the day, the very purpose of education is to build themselves, be part of the society, and be part of the solutions that comes up in the society. So if someone wants to become part of a solution, then one has to be an original thinker. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഒറിജിനൽ തിങ്കർ നമ്മൾ ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സാഹചര്യം വരുമ്പോൾ, you have to make them think rather than you pursuing them to. One of the things which I told my teachers in my school was that, don't give lecture for 45 minutes. കാരണം വീട്ടിൽ ഇത് തന്നെയാണല്ലോ കേൾക്കുക. Both parents, father and mother. Earlier it was like, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids in a house. Now you have only either one or two. So you have too many parents. Father and mother, maternal parents, paternal parents, ഇവരെല്ലാവരും കൂടി ഉപദേശിച്ച് ഈ ഉപദേശമൊക്കെ സഹിച്ച് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടിയിട്ടാണ് സ്കൂളിൽ വരുന്നത്. 45 മിനിറ്റ് നിങ്ങളുടെ ഒരു അവർ നിങ്ങൾ സഹിക്കുക വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ദാറ്റ്സ് ടഫ്. And the time is such that, very difficult to focus on something because you have too many distractions. Anything and everything is a distraction because you have phone with you. The entire world is in your hands. You get distracted. 15 minutes issues, problems, concepts, then it should be point of discussion. Kids should get into discussion, and thereby faculties will start enriching themselves. ഞങ്ങളുടെയൊക്കെ കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ the very same way of teaching could survive a teacher. ആ ടീച്ചർ 5th സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡിൽ പഠിപ്പിക്കുന്ന ടീച്ചർ 10 വർഷം കഴിഞ്ഞാലും the mode of operation doesn't change. But now the world is dynamic. You have to keep changing. You have to address the concept and relate it with what is happening in the real world. So then you will have to collect examples what is happening. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ വരുമ്പോൾ you have to have a 360 degree of what is happening throughout the world. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയുള്ളൊരു സാഹചര്യം നിലനിൽക്കെ teachers have to go deep into what is happening throughout the world. And the best thing is you have students here. And with AI, what is that we need? If AI has to perform, AI needs data. And you have kids here. Send them to the market, send them to the field. Start collecting data. So as you start collecting data, as the data starts piling up, more rational decisions will start coming out. which obviously will be part of the problem solving journey which we are supposed to handhold. ഇതൊരു കുഴപ്പം പിടിച്ച ഏരിയ ആണ്. പഴയ രീതിയിലുള്ള പഠിപ്പിക്കലൊന്നും നടക്കില്ല. പുതിയ രീതിയിലുള്ള പഠിപ്പിക്കൽ വേണ്ട ഒരു കാലഘട്ടത്തിലേക്ക് നമ്മൾ കടന്നു. നമ്മൾ I was going through the amount of the number of institutions which SCMS group has come up with. Water obviously is going to be a serious issue in the future. കിണറുകളെ മറന്നുപോയി. There are no wells. It's only pipe-linked water supply that is coming into. If you don't, the way in which the real estate activities are happening and the wetland conversion is happening, very soon this is going to be a place where we people may not be in a position to continue with the same level of life which we had earlier. We need to preserve water. We need to, we need to have wastewater treatment facilities, because over a period of time, all our 39 rivers that's flowing across the state is going to get contaminated. So we'll obviously get into huge trouble where organization like SCMS can take lead and then pursue the panchayats, the entire 1,200 panchayats throughout the state need to be educated on what need to be done on this side. Other than that, there are, waste management obviously is a issue. 45, if I'm not mistaken, close to 45,000 crore is coming into the state by way of tourism revenue. And the next big revenue which is coming into the state is foreign remittance. Foreign remittance has already seen a decline, basically because you have opportunity to buy apartments in Middle East, which is freehold. You don't have to pay rent. So the money that was that was coming into Kerala, that has stopped. Avada veedu vaangikkam ennu vannappol people have started, and they also get 10 years visa. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ട് ആൾക്കാരെല്ലാം ക്വാളിറ്റി ഓഫ് ലൈഫ് അവിടെ ഉള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് they have started sticking to that place. Foreign remittance is reducing. Just imagine if we are losing the greenery, if we are losing what is there with us as far as offerings in tourism is concerned, is also going down, and which is the most equitable money that is coming in. Just doesn't go into the hoteliers alone. It goes into the auto rickshaws, it goes into the train, it goes into flights, it goes into the restaurants, chayakada, എന്ത് കാറുകൾ, ടാക്സീസ് എല്ലായിടത്തും ഈ പൈസ പോകുന്നതാണ്. So these money coming into the state need to be sustained and retained. So on a failure mode analysis, if a teacher start looking at, then you have enough of students with you. You have enough of areas where you can start deep diving. And the management will also be of help. Corporates can also join hands with you to see that, നമുക്ക് മുമ്പോട്ടുള്ള യാത്രയിൽ എന്തെല്ലാം ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിക്കും എന്നുള്ളത്. ഞാൻ കൂടുതൽ ദീർഘിപ്പിക്കുന്നില്ല. എനിക്ക് കളമശ്ശേരിയായിട്ടുള്ള ബന്ധം 1973 മുതലാണ്. എൻ്റെ 4 വയസ്സുള്ളപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ തൊട്ടടുത്ത് സെയിൻറ്റ് ജോസഫ്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന സ്കൂളിൽ ബോർഡിങ്ങിൽ ആണ് എൻ്റെ ജീവിതം സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തത്. അതിനുശേഷം രാജഗിരിയിൽ നിന്ന് 10th പാസ്സായത്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ യാത്രയിൽ SCMS എന്നും ഐ വാസ് ജസ്റ്റ് ആസ്കിങ് ഇന്ദു, നമ്മുടെ കളമശ്ശേരി മുനിസിപ്പാലിറ്റി ഓഫീസിൻ്റെ സൈഡിലുള്ള ബിൽഡിംഗ് അല്ലേ, അതല്ലായിരുന്നു തുടക്കം എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചപ്പോൾ അത് തന്നെയായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ വളരെ കുറച്ച് ബോർഡുകളാണ് അന്ന്. ഷെണായി ഡോക്ടറുടെ ക്ലിനിക്കൊക്കെ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ദെൻ ഇറ്റ്സ് ദ SCMS ബിൽഡിംഗ് വിച്ച് വി ഓഫൺ സീ. അപ്പോൾ അത്രയും ഇറ്റ്സ് ക്ലോസ് ടു ഹാർട്ട്. And I've seen this organization bringing out a lot of talented, employable, equipped kids out of this institution. And that obviously has contributed to the state as well as to the economy of the country. അപ്പോൾ ഇതെല്ലാം നന്നായി നടക്കുന്നു എന്നുള്ളത് തന്നെ വലിയ സന്തോഷം. പ്രദീപ് ജിയുടെ അഭാവം നമുക്ക് വലിയ കുറവാണ് എന്ന് നമുക്ക് അറിയാം. പക്ഷേ അദ്ദേഹം ഉൾക്കൊണ്ട സ്പിരിറ്റും GPC അങ്കിളിൻ്റെ ഫൈറ്റിംഗ് സ്പിരിറ്റും എല്ലാം ഈ ഓർഗനൈസേഷനെ മുന്നോട്ട് നയിക്കുന്നതിൽ വലിയ രീതിയിലുള്ള ഒരു മാറ്റം കൊണ്ടുവന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. അത് ഇനിയും ഉണ്ടാകും എന്നുള്ള കാര്യത്തിൽ സംശയമില്ല. ഈ ഫാമിലിയായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് നിൽക്കുന്ന എല്ലാവർക്കും നന്മകൾ വരട്ടെ, നല്ലത് വരട്ടെ, സൊസൈറ്റിക്ക് നല്ലത് നേരാനായിട്ടുള്ളൊരു മനസ്സും ആർജവും നമുക്കുണ്ടാകട്ടെ എന്ന് പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് പ്രദീപ് ജിയെ ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി ഓർത്തുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ പ്രസംഗം അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്.
Thank you, sir, for revisiting and sharing your fond memories with SCMS family and for offering your valuable insights on education with a delightful touch of humor. Before we move on to the closing notes, we request our respected Executive Trustee and Managing Director, Pratap Foundation for Education and Training, Professor Pramod P. Thevenur, to present mementos as a token of our love and appreciation. I now respectfully request Professor Pramod P. Thevenur to kindly come on to the stage to present the mementos. May we first invite Sri Venugopal C. Govind, CA, to kindly come forward to receive the memento.
May we next invite Mr. Nawaz Miran to kindly come forward to receive the memento. Thank you, sirs. We have now come to the end of the solemn function. We invite Dr. Indu Nair, Group Director, SCMS Group of Educational Institutions, to propose the vote of thanks. Ma'am, please.
After listening to two such insightful and deeply moving reflections on the journey of SCMS and the legacy of Dr. Pradeep P. Thevenur, we are reminded of how rich our institution's story truly is. As we mark this moment during the Golden Jubilee celebration of SCMS, it is only fitting that we pause to express our collective gratitude to all those who have shaped and strengthened this remarkable journey. We express our deep and sincere gratitude to Sri Venugopal C. Govind, sir, Chairman Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, for being with us on this meaningful occasion. His long-standing association with SCMS and his close friendship and role as a trusted advisor over 3 generations, starting from our founder chairman Dr. GPC Nair, all the way to the current leadership, makes his presence that much more meaningful. His talk on SCMS over last 50 years reminded us not just of our journey as an institution, but of the values, relationships, and the vision that has shaped SCMS into what it is today. We extend our heartfelt thanks to Sri Nawaz Miran, Chairman Group Miran, for delivering the 6th Dr. Pradeep P. Thevenur Commemorative Annual Lecture. His close association with Dr. Pradeep and his inspiring reflections on innovation and sustainable growth for the youth has deeply touched and motivated us, reinforcing our responsibility as educators shaping future generations. On this reflective occasion, we fondly and reverently remember Dr. Pradeep P. Thevenur, former Vice Chairman of SCMS, whose insight, quiet strength, and unwavering commitment were instrumental in growth and expansion of SCMS Group. A passionate academician and institution builder, he played a decisive role in nurturing a strong culture of research, scholarly inquiry, and intellectual rigor that continues to guide us in our academic pursuits even today. His legacy stands firmly rooted in the values he upheld and the academic depth he helped us embed across SCMS institutions. This legacy is inseparably linked to the extraordinary vision and perseverance of our founder chairman, Dr. GPC Nair, who built SCMS from the ground up, as we have heard from Sir Venugopal sir, through the challenging initial decades. At a time when resources were limited and the path was uncertain, his courage and unwavering belief in the transformative power of education sustained the institution through its formative years. The foundation laid through the resilience and commitment during those early 2 decades have enabled SCMS to grow into the respected multidisciplinary group of institutions we celebrate today. Our sincere thanks to the leadership of SCMS Group, all the dignitaries, guests, staff, students, alumni, and faculty members who are present today and who have always supported and made this gathering also a truly meaningful one. We also extend our appreciation to the organizing committee and all those who have worked quietly behind the scenes to bring this program together and with such grace and precision. As we celebrate 50 years of SCMS, we do so with gratitude for the past, pride in the present, and confidence in the future. With these words, I once again thank each one of you for being part of this memorable and deeply significant occasion today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's end the day's proceedings with the singing of the national anthem. Please rise for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।